Hi guys, it's Svietka from that side. Today I will show you brand new American light tank in World of Tanks game. It's 8 tier tank called T92 and it's revealed with the advert calendar right now for the next couple of hours. I will just show you two small replies today about the tank, and you will think that the money what you need to spend for it is well spent or not. So for start, the content with it's tank with 6,750 gold, some of the reserves and the garage slot, and that is for $59.99, and then another one it's for just about say half of the price, and then you can get just a tank with 50% crew on it and garage slot. So this is how the new tank looks like. It's very low profile, and really nice done. There's lots of nice elements like the canisters for the tank, some bags, and the cannon over the top looks like it's auto-loader. The only thing is it's actually not. So for the first moment you can think, oh yeah, I just bought it something like a T71 on a 7 tier in American Tech 3, and not. This tank is just one shotter, so it's reloading. It's a little bit less than 4 seconds on a standard version of the tank, and the best it's just his gun depression. It's -10 down, so it's almost your cannon going down almost to the floor, and 20 up. So I get that tank in comparison with the Bulldog, because really that is the tank to train your Bulldog team for. It's exactly the same tank members, so you can swap them without any charges, and you can train your team with the 1.5 bonus on every single game. And when you're looking on the standard option of this tank, it looks much better, or just a bit better than the tank from the Tech 3. The turret speed is a little bit faster, the same gun aiming time, also a little bit more accuracy, and damage slightly different per minute than Bulldog. So it's very close to each other. 50 more HP points, a little bit more armor on the front. Just really, to be honest, that it's still paper, what I will show you in a second. And then when coming to all, a little bit more camouflage on it, and view range. I will just get a little bit configuration both of the tanks with all equipment what you can get a coated optic on it, and say if we will get cola and also camouflage, that will apply to first one and then a second, and then we'll see what we can get from these two beauties when we can get best of it, having a very good trained crew. So, and a camouflage again, and I think so we're not missing anything. And in that case you could see proper train crew with the brothers in arms, also with the spotting range will get you spotting range up to 507, so it's really good. And when coming to all, your damage per minute will rise almost, yeah, you could say 200 points more. Aiming time will go off to 1.58, so it's really good. And dispersion for 100 meters is 0.33, so it's really good. Quite fast moving tank with a quite good accuracy on it. So all that on the paper looks great. Just how is that in the game? Okay, let's have a look. How good is the gun on this tank? You can see me playing on the Tundra with Robic 11 and Mishchuin. We're playing on the European server. I just bought this tank on that, and I'm start shooting East 3 right on the front of me when he showed me all his weak spots to try to penetrate. So when coming to that, it's not really best tank anymore. You can see it was really hard to penetrate just the lower plate on the east with the standard ammunition. The standard ammunition give you just 175 penetration, and it's not much damage, and say gold rounds will get you 210. So even with that, actually is not really enough to penetrate most of the heavy tanks on weak spots, the common ones on the 8 tier. You need to remember that your matchmaking it's up to 10 tier, so with struggling here to penetrate is 3, you will struggle even more to penetrate 9 and 10 tier enemies. I get a couple of games, not really with the best score, however was really hard to penetrate most of the 9 and 10 enemies tanks. You need to be close and fast. Just even with that, the tank is not really impressive. I will show you that in a second. So here a guy is trying to use the explosive on me, so the East 3 will fire first round and then Loof. Come on boys. Yeah, so more than 570 damage done by a high explosive round from East 3. Coming to Loof, I'm nearly dead, so you could receive 2 shots and they point right here just on mine top of the gun, and I'm dead. So now, like you can see, just really 2 shots from your enemy tanks will really kill you if they're using the high explosives. If you will be shot by probably like RHM or tank like Grill, tank destroyer, you will be probably just blow off with your propeller flying out from your body. And like you can see, I'm using the standard ammunition on East 3, which just trying to follow me right with the turret and have a problem to struggle. So if this tank is stationary, I can get the tank quite lots of damage. That guys didn't show me yet for a purpose, and now I'm showing you when you will be able to shoot one of these tanks when they moving all their body after you. It looks like tank is just too slow. You can see that the East 3 can easily track me, shoot me, and you can remember that he need really 2 shots to get your tank down. So if you're playing 1 against 1 and there's no more enemies around, you're still in a losing position here playing this tank with most of the heavy tanks in the game. So really you need to look to the close situations like that when you can spot enemy target and just shoot him right, be really close. The only problem is as well what you can notice here, this tank really need to do big rounds around the tank to get him over. So the 360 degrees turn is made in quite big circle, and that guys is a bad thing. And a little bit RAM. Love had a destroy engine, and now we're coming back to garage. So really the first conclusion is that the tank looks great on the paper. In the battle, however, it's just a little bit not enough. I think so, in my opinion, the tank should be much quicker to engage the heavy tanks in his own tier, not even mentioning the tier 9 or 10 opponents. So really will be very hard to play in a very close combat situation on that tank. Of course, some people will think, yeah, that is the camper noob, what the Wargaming wanna sell you. Yeah, you're right. With that -10 gun depression, you can always go very close to the ridge and then shoot enemy tanks with quite good camouflage. You can camouflage. Just the only problem, in my opinion, will be here that most of the players in that tank, if they would like to have a good 1-8 rate, they will just camp in the place when artillery is sitting down. So your light tank will be eliminated off from a spotting positions, and most of your games will be just lost. Because it's easy to camp on the back and shoot the enemies, especially with the tank like that. Just really, to be honest, how you can penetrate the east tree with that gun accuracy from 300 meters when you're not making spot for nobody else. So I don't know, the balance of this tank looks weird. My best in it so far was that it's really good stick to the ground. If you played T91 before, or any of the light tanks on 7-8 tiers, most of them they just flipping over. It's really easy to get them on the side or even roll over and die after 30 seconds landing on your turret. With this tank it's much better. It's really good also when you're trying to get some boosts. The ratio power when going up the hill is really nice, so the tank is quite steady. It's well done with that. However, it's simple as that. It's not really tank designed to play close combat like T71, what is really similar tank in the game here. And it's much worse when coming to receiving shots even from a bulldog, which have a slightly different look. So really you need to think that you really want to spend money for the tank. What you need to learn how to play first, and I don't know, the camping option will be the best for that tank in the game, or playing the close combat games, because really with that penetration you will go nowhere shooting tanks from the far. Even they won't spot you. How long you playing with the 6-7 tiers tanks? Maybe yes, just if you will be really playing with 8, 9, 10 tiers opponents, then you have a big problem here. The tank is so far, in my opinion, not the best money maker in the world of tanks, because simply as that, it's designed to shoot the gold, and the gold shell costs 5,600 credits, so it's very expensive really. And to load half of your magazine in a tank, you need to pay about 160,000 silver. So it's really big challenge, and really you need to concern all these things together to buy this tank. It's not that much expensive. However, I would like to tell you one thing: buy the tank for training the crew and also for play. I have really great pleasure to play with that tank on close combat. Even I know I will die soon after 1 or 2 high explosives runs receiving it from an enemy. I've also the really, the tank sticks almost like a glue compared to his previous tanks in the game. So that is big thumb up from me. Just everything else looks like a little bit down and not enough to have a very good powerful tank in the game. Yeah, so it's, I think so, another bush maker. You can sit in the bush and do nothing there. That will be the great opportunity to use your spotting range, and that's it. So I won't convince you and say that it's good or not to buy this tank. I bought the one for myself, and I will think to buy even one more, just really for the reason like it's really good to get tank to train the bulldog crew, and also that is with this spotting range you can do a couple of missions for your T55A or for object 260, so that is a option too to think of it. Alright, I hope so this video was useful for you and I didn't bore you too much. If you like my videos, give me a thumb up. If not, give me down. Also leave a couple of comments. And the last thing is just few hours left. I think so the tank will came back in the World of Tanks premium shop. However, so far it's first day, it's still a couple of hours to buy this beauty. Thanks a lot for watching. Night night.